If you were trying to get away with a crime and like have a false ID, what would be kind of your tactics?
I'd blame it on stupid little baby man.
Oh, that's a good tactic.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
But like if you wanted to create like if someone they're like show me your ID and you needed backup,
Like a make lovin' type of thing?
if you're trying to steal identities, like what would you do?
My name is Tim
Chantarangsu.
Whoa. One more Chong and that's racist, dude.
My name is Casey Chan. Casey Winghart Chan.
Or do you mean like where I would get it? Like if I want to go down to like...
I don't understand the scenario you're proposing.
All right.
Right then and there?
This dude, he made a fake ID using Robert De Niro's information.
Oh God.
Does he look like him?
It doesn't show a picture.
He's one of those
like-
guys who thinks he looks like Robert De Niro,
Yeah,
but he
looks
looks
like-
nothing.
Just because he does this all the time.
Well, he's Romanian, and I will say that he used a younger-ish version. of
Dude, he
Robert
was
De
hot when
Niro.
he was young.
He's probably about 45 in this picture.
Oh, okay, no,
It's not like young, but like younger than he is now.
People in other countries, when they look at like, when you have like the countries that have like, I don't know how to say it politely, but sometimes they have people.
Say it the most
Like
racist
ugly
way.
people?
No. Sometimes you get like a Russian kid that's like, oh, I want to be, or like a little Russian girl that's like, I want to be Beyonce. So they do everything. They get like this thing that makes their skin darker, and they get all this plastic surgery, and they're just like, my whole life is now them. I don't see that happening in America.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy looks like, but I think Robert De Niro, like he like kind of looks similar to him, and so he's like, yeah, sure, this guy. But he uses Robert De Niro's actual name on the ID. Like he's like, I'm this guy, Robert De Niro's picture, and then has Robert De Niro's name on it.
Maybe he didn't know he was famous, so he was like, what
He
do I
Googled,
do? I just
yeah.
go, American, and then Robert De Niro pops
I
up.
probably did that one thing that like, you know, that app that you post a picture of yourself and it shows you who you look like.
Oh, yeah, your doppelganger?
Yeah, but you didn't know that was for a family.
And then on their IDs, they have to show like who their mom and dad are, like so they have like names for
What?
the mom and dad. So he listed his mom as Madonna,
What?
Oh my God.
and his dad is Anthony.
How much, like, fraudulent IDs do they have that you have to put your parents on the IDs of?
Back in the day when you announced yourself, you were like, oh, son of this, son of.
I mean, I guess.
Like in Game of Thrones days.
No, like the 70s when you guys were.
What the fuck?
70s and during the discotheque era.
Yeah.
Well, we were rolling on fucking acid and shit, right?
Yeah.
Tim DeLaGhetto, son of Ruth DeLaGhetto.
Wait,
Who's
why
that?
would he put Madonna, who is
I don't know,
younger?
your mom.
He put Madonna, who is younger than Robert De Niro,
This guy doesn't know who these people are.
and then he put just a random person named Anthony as his father.
Yeah.
What was the crime? For...
So he got caught with 1,300 pills of ecstasy.
Okay, it makes sense.
With intent to sell. Yeah.
Some countries, that's death.
Oh, selling drugs and dealing drugs?
He was jailed for 9 years
Whoa.
for the fraud. Yeah, but he used the ID card to take out bank loans though. So the bank was like, yeah,
What the fuck?
They're like, holy shit.
yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Robert De Niro's here. You give him any loan he wants.
But he gave the address for Robert De Niro as being the cemetery, and that's ultimately how they found out. That they were like, hey, no one lives here.
Dead people live
How did he
there.
get loans though? That's so funny.
He passed because he looked enough like.
Because every time they try to like question him, he would go, you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
They're like, oh, we
I
need.
live in the cemetery. Like what the?
My mother's Madonna.
What bank is this?
Oh, this is.
I need to go get some loans from this place.
Romania.
Oh, Romania.
His name is Sorin Bulgaru. He's 53. And yeah,
Is there a picture of this guy?
there's no picture of him. I know, I wish there was.
How'd you know he looks like him though?
I am guessing that he looks like him because otherwise, how would you, as the bank, like.
Maybe you know how when they ask for like second proof of identification, he just hands them like heat or something?
Yeah, fucking Meet the Fockers DVD.
My daughter. Yeah, meet the fuckers.
Or he goes, I have nipples, Greg.
And they were like, oh shit, here's
Like,
here's the loan.
Shit, yeah, that's you. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so dumb.
Yeah, and so he got caught with a bunch of ecstasy pills, and he had 1,300 ecstasy pills, and then 15 grams of ecstasy pill fragments at his residence, and then he was arrested, and he'll be held in detention on suspicion of drug trafficking for a period of 30 days. It doesn't really
Road
seem-
trafficking, what's with that?
Drug.
I'm such a fucking law-abiding citizen. I get scared with doing any of that stuff. So if I had the opportunity as like a teenager to have a
Doing
fake
what
ID,
stuff? They did a lot of stuff.
well, not to that extent, but I'm gonna tell you what. just even getting like a fake ID, I don't think I could ever do that shit. Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm lying.
What about in high school? Did you guys have like, so in high school, like we would have IDs that were passed down, right? Like we would have like a friend's older brother or older cousin that like, this person graduated and he knows how hard it is to get cigarettes and beer or whatever, so they would just pass it down, and then you would just keep passing it down. It'd be like one person that was like used over and over again, and we couldn't wait to share IDs.
And do you like stick with like Asian people passing it down?
Yeah, are you saying they all look the same?
That's what I heard.
That's one of the perks. Well, it was one of the perks of being us. Yeah. Is the fake IDs, you know?
No one looked like me.
That's the one benefit.
You know, but I'm not saying we look alike, but to them.
To them, they can't tell.
Yeah.
Them liquor salesmen. Them.
Or even at clubs, they look at it and they're like, huh. Okay.
I did fake my ID one time, but I was really bad at it because I also didn't want to go and like break the law too bad. But I was turning 21 in 3 months. But during the summer, because my birthday's in the fall. Well, during the summer, everyone was already 21, so they were all going out, and I felt super left out. So I took my actual ID, and it's in red marking on the California ID. It has your birth date. So I took a red.
No.
And it's so stupid as shit. And I made mine's 11/02/86, so 86, and so I put.
This was the fake ID?
No, my real ID. Fuck you. This is 2007. Okay, so I made the one a 0 with the pen, so it looked like it was January 2nd, and I felt like it looked pretty good. But the guy at the club, like, he examined it too hard, and he's like, "Did you handwrite your ID?" I was like, "Did I handwrite my ID?" Stupid. No.
Did you get in?
No.
Should have flashed the
He
titties.
threatened to call the cops.
Damn, I went to
What
Vegas.
a bitch!
I can beat that because one time I went to Vegas. It wasn't me being dumb though. I went to Vegas with a group of guys and I didn't know half of them. And one fucking dumb ass kid, he's like, he wasn't legal, but he's like, "Don't trip, I got a fake ID. We're good. I got a fake ID."
He wasn't legal?
Like to go to Vegas.
Oh, okay, okay.
So he's under 21.
Yeah, he's under 21. So we're halfway to Vegas, and then I'm like, I don't know who was looking at his ID, but we're like, "Dude, this ID says you're 20. It was off by a year. Like, are you dumb?" So
He's like, "Don't worry, I got this covered."
yeah, he's like, "I'm good. I got a fake. And someone's like,
way old.
Like, wait a second, bruh. So like, we were in Vegas going to clubs and shit, and he was just off by himself walking around Vegas. Fucking idiot.
I love
Fucking
that.
idiot, because he's getting carded and he goes,
I got it.
"I got it." And they're like, "You need to get the fuck out."
Yeah. Oh, and here's what's funny about this group of guys I went with. They were all about like lying about people they had had sex with. Like it was like their thing. It was so weird. It was so weird, bro, because
They're virgins.
I had
I
sex
think
with
so.
Robert De Niro, and they're like,
No, like, so the whole time we're there, this whole little group was like, all right, yeah, we gotta go get some bitches, blah, blah, blah. Looking around Vegas, trying to get numbers. And this one, the 20-year-old, at one point, he's like, yeah, no, I told him, man, I just got this fine ass girl's number. We're like, oh yeah, all right, let me see it, right? And for some reason, like he said, she wrote it down. He's like, I threw it away. Like she wasn't that cute, blah, blah, blah. And then it was shit like that the whole weekend. And then so one time,
How annoying.
yeah, bro. Okay, so and one time, and I had been hanging out with some other Vegas friend, like a friend of mine in Vegas, like a homegirl. And then one of the guys from the group picked me up to go join the group. And he's like, all right, but when we get back to the hotel, I told them that you fucked that girl you're hanging out with, right? I was like, what? Why? He's like, that's what I told him. I was like, so then we get back after a night of clubbing, when 20-year-old guy was in the like chilling by himself. We get back to the room. He's fucking chilling in the robe in the hotel by himself, and he's like, and he's like, oh yeah, nah, I had some girls over here, and even the guy that had picked me up in the car, he was like, yeah, nah, he had some bitches in the room, so we gotta leave him alone. So I get into the room. There's like a bathtub that's filled with water. There's like empty fucking like
Lotion bottles. Oh.
Used condom.
used condoms floating in the bathtub.
What, did he suck on him or something?
I don't know, dog. And everyone's like, gross, man. Like, clean this up. He's like, oh man, you had 2 girls in here. That's crazy. I'm like, who fucks in a bathtub and is like, yeah, I'm gonna take my condom, throw it in the water. It was all so stupid, bro.
But then he gets to walk there and he's picking up the condom and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm such a fucking player.
Yeah, I know. It was the dumbest shit.
I like that his friends play into it too. Like, oh, you're such a fucking player.
It's because they do it too, probably.
Exactly. I'm like, this is the
Wait,
weirdest.
why were you hanging out with them?
Man, look. Okay, so I went.
That's the question.
I went with. Okay, so this group of guys specifically.
Actually about Eric and PD Flow.
No, it's not. I knew one guy, this guy, and he was like, we're going to Vegas. It should be fun. We got a suite. You should come with us. And I was like, I don't want to go alone because I don't know these guys. So I hit up Super Ego. I hit up Eric. I was like, you want to come with me? He's like, yeah, all right. So we went with these fucking guys, and we hated it. Like 2 weeks into the trip, we're like, we gotta get the fuck out.
It was 2 weeks long?
Days.
2
Sorry
weeks
about that.
into the trip.
2 days. They stayed 4 days. We left after 2 days.
Month-long Vegas excursion.
Maybe they were.
18-year-old ballers, dude. 2 weeks in Vegas, bitch.
I kind of want to stick around longer just to see how much crazier lies get.
I'm sure it was just a bunch of just shenanigans.
And there's stupid lies. That fool was like, I got this shit under control. It's like, nah, dog, you're only fucking 20. You still can't hang with us.
Makes no sense.
Dude, we've all had some seriously embarrassing friends, though.
Not that embarrassing.
Especially at 20 though. No, definitely at 20 I had embarrassing ass. Like my boyfriend at that time, his friends, we would go to Vegas and they would like light cigars, but they weren't old enough to like do anything, so but except for buy cigars, so they'd be like in Vegas with suits on. Suits? Cigars?
God.
Yeah, the rough. It's because they saw swingers.
Yeah.
But Tim's friends like purposely go to urgent care and come out like, oh man, I'm HIV positive. Got smashed so many fucking shit. Just like going crazy.
Yeah, I call my mom. Yeah. Mom, I got HIV positive.
But the mom's like, oh yeah, I'll play along too. Oh, my son has AIDS. He's too much of a player.
Dude, and then they get a casket and they fucking bury him. And like, he was such a player, man. He died fucking
My
player.
God.
And he's like,
He doesn't rub it in your face.
yeah.